The next word is classification. Classification means the process of arranging things into categories based on shared characteristics. The scientist used classification to organize the animals into groups. This means the scientists sorted animals based on their similarities into different groups. The classification of books in the library is by genre. This means the books are organized according to their types or categories, like fiction or nonfiction. The classification of plants helps in understanding their relationships. This means sorting plants into categories makes it easier to study how they are connected to each other. The next word is cliché. Cliché means an overused idea, phrase, or expression that has lost its originality. The phrase "time will tell" is a cliché in many movies. This means the phrase "time will tell" is used so often in movies that it has become predictable and unoriginal. Her speech was full of clichés, making it less interesting. This means her speech included many overused expressions, making it boring. Saying "love conquers all" is a cliché in many romantic stories. This means the idea that love conquers all is a common, overused theme in romantic tales. The next word is closure. Closure means the feeling of resolution or completion, often after a difficult situation. The family finally found closure after the missing person was found. This means the family felt peace and completion after learning the fate of the missing person. The meeting ended with a sense of closure on the project. This means the meeting finished with everything related to the project being resolved. The therapy session provided emotional closure for her. This means the therapy helped her feel at peace and resolved her emotional struggles. The next word is clumsiness. Clumsiness means the state of being awkward or careless, often leading to accidents or mistakes. His clumsiness caused him to spill the drink. This means his lack of coordination or care made him accidentally knock over the drink. She apologized for her clumsiness when she dropped the book. This means she said sorry for being careless when she accidentally dropped the book. His clumsiness made him trip over the stairs. This means his awkwardness led him to fall while walking on the stairs. The next word is coastline. Coastline means the land along the edge of the sea or ocean. The coastline of the island is very beautiful. This means the land along the island's edge by the sea looks lovely. They went on a road trip along the coastline. This means they traveled on a road that runs next to the sea. The coastline is a popular spot for tourists. This means many visitors enjoy the area along the sea because of its natural beauty. The next word is coherence. Coherence means the quality of being logical and consistent, or the way parts fit together smoothly. The coherence of her argument made it easy to follow. This means her reasoning was clear and well organized, making it simple to understand. The coherence of the story helped it to be engaging. This means the story had a logical flow, keeping the reader interested. Without coherence, the presentation would be hard to understand. This means if the presentation was not logical and connected, it would be difficult to follow. The next word is coldness. Coldness means the quality of being cold or unfriendly, or the absence of warmth. The coldness of the room made everyone shiver. This means the low temperature in the room caused people to feel cold. Her coldness towards him made him feel unwelcome. This means her lack of warmth or friendliness made him feel excluded or uninvited. The coldness of the wind made it hard to go outside. This means the harsh, chilly wind made it difficult to stay outside. The next word is combat. Combat means a fight or struggle, especially a physical or military conflict. The soldiers were trained for hand-to-hand combat. This means the soldiers were prepared for close physical fighting. The country declared combat against its enemies. This means the country officially started a war or conflict with other nations. She was injured during the combat in the field. This means she got hurt while participating in the fighting or conflict. The next word is comeback. Comeback means a return to success, popularity, or a position after a period of failure or difficulty. The athlete made a strong comeback after her injury. This means the athlete returned to her best form after recovering from an injury. His comeback in the music industry surprised everyone. This means he returned to success in the music world after a period of absence. The team's comeback in the final minutes of the game won them the match. This means the team made a dramatic recovery and won the game near the end. The next word is commander. Commander means a person in charge, especially in the military, who gives orders to others. The commander gave orders to the troops to advance. This means the person in charge told the soldiers to move forward. The commander was known for his bravery and leadership. This means the person in charge was respected for his courage and ability to lead. The commander made a strategic decision to protect the city. This means the leader made a careful choice to keep the city safe. The next word is complexion. Complexion means the natural color, texture, and appearance of a person's skin, especially on the face. She has a fair complexion that looks bright in the sunlight. This means her skin is light in color and it appears radiant in the sun. His complexion became red after being out in the cold. This means his skin turned red, likely due to exposure to cold weather. The doctor noticed the patient's complexion was pale. This means the doctor observed that the person's skin appeared lighter or less healthy than usual. The next word is complexity. Complexity means the state of being complicated, difficult to understand, or made of many interconnected parts. The complexity of the project made it hard to finish on time. This means the project was very complicated, making it difficult to complete quickly. The complexity of the problem requires a lot of thought to solve. This means the issue is complicated and needs careful consideration. She admired the complexity of the novel's plot. This means she appreciated how complicated and intricate the storyline of the book was. The next word is conception. Conception means the forming of an idea or the beginning of something, like a plan or a pregnancy. The conception of the new business idea happened during a meeting. This means the idea for the new business was created or thought of during a meeting. The conception of the baby was a joyous moment for the couple. This means the beginning of the pregnancy was a happy event for the couple. His conception of the world is shaped by his experiences. This means his understanding or view of the world is influenced by what he has gone through. The next word is concession. Concession means something given up, granted, or allowed in response to a demand or request. The company made a concession to the workers and agreed to better benefits. This means the company allowed better working conditions or pay as a response to the workers' requests. After a long debate, the government made a concession on the new policy. This means the government agreed to change or relax some parts of the policy after discussing it. The country made a concession by reducing the tariffs on imported goods. This means the country agreed to lower the taxes or fees on imported products. The next word is confrontation. Confrontation means a face-to-face encounter or conflict, often involving strong opposition. The confrontation between the two leaders was tense and heated. This means the meeting or clash between the two leaders was full of disagreement and strong emotions. There was a confrontation at the protest between the police and the demonstrators. This means there was a conflict or a direct encounter between the police and the people protesting. The confrontation ended when both sides agreed to negotiate. This means the conflict was resolved when both parties decided to discuss things calmly. The next word is conscience. Conscience means the inner sense of what is right or wrong that guides a person's actions. His conscience told him that stealing was wrong. This means his inner moral compass made him realize that taking something without permission is not right. She listened to her conscience and decided to tell the truth. This means she followed her sense of what is right and chose to be honest. His conscience troubled him after he lied to his friend. This means he felt guilty or uneasy because he knew lying was wrong. The next word is consensus. Consensus means general agreement or shared opinion among a group of people. The committee reached a consensus on the new policy. This means everyone in the group agreed on the new policy. After a long discussion, they finally had a consensus about the project. This means the group came to a mutual understanding or decision regarding the project. The consensus among the experts is that climate change is a serious issue. This means all the experts generally agree that climate change is important and needs attention. The next word is constraint. Constraint means a limitation or restriction that controls what is possible or allowed. Time constraints made it difficult to finish the task. This means the limited amount of time made completing the task challenging. She faced many constraints in her work due to budget cuts. This means she encountered many limitations or restrictions because the company had less money to spend. The law imposes constraints on how much waste companies can produce. This means the law sets limits on how much waste companies are allowed to create. The next word is consultation. Consultation means a meeting or discussion to get advice, opinions, or information. The doctor had a consultation with the patient to discuss treatment options. This means the doctor met with the patient to talk about possible treatments. They held a consultation with experts before making a decision. This means they met with knowledgeable people to get advice before deciding what to do. During the consultation, the teacher asked for feedback on the new lesson plan. This means the teacher met with others to gather their opinions on the lesson plan. The next word is contempt. Contempt means a strong feeling of disrespect or dislike for something or someone. He looked at the judge with contempt during the trial. This means he showed a lack of respect or dislike for the judge while in court. She felt contempt for the way he treated others. This means she strongly disapproved of how he treated people. His actions were considered contempt of court, which led to his arrest. This means his behavior was disrespectful to the legal system, resulting in legal consequences. The next word is continuity. Continuity means the state of being continuous, without interruption or change. The continuity of the project was ensured by regular meetings. This means the project kept going smoothly without any breaks because of the frequent check-ins. The continuity of the story made it easy to follow. This means the plot of the story stayed consistent and logical, making it simple to understand. There was a break in continuity when the movie skipped a scene. This means the movie had an interruption or gap that made the story hard to follow. The next word is contraception. Contraception means the method or process of preventing pregnancy. She used contraception to avoid becoming pregnant. This means she used a method like birth control to prevent pregnancy. The doctor advised her on different types of contraception. This means the doctor gave suggestions or information about various ways to prevent pregnancy. Contraception is an important part of family planning. This means contraception helps people decide when they want to have children. The next word is contraceptive. Contraceptive means a device or method used to prevent pregnancy. She took contraceptive pills every day. This means she took birth control pills as a way to prevent pregnancy. The condom is a common contraceptive used by many couples. This means many people use condoms as a method to prevent pregnancy and sexually transmitted diseases. There are many different types of contraceptive methods available. This means there are various ways like pills, devices, or injections that can prevent pregnancy. The next word is contradiction. Contradiction means a situation where two statements or ideas are opposite and cannot both be true. There was a contradiction in his story. He said one thing and then another. This means his story did not match up because he made conflicting statements. Her actions were a contradiction to her words. This means she did something opposite to what she said. The theory had a contradiction in its assumptions. This means there was a conflict in the basic ideas or beliefs of the theory. The next word is conversion. Conversion means the process of changing something from one form to another. He underwent a conversion to become a member of the new religion. This means he changed his beliefs to join a different faith. The conversion of the building into a museum took several months. This means the process of changing the building into a museum took a long time. The energy conversion in the engine makes it run efficiently. This means the engine changes energy from one form into another to work well. The next word is conviction. Conviction means a strong belief or opinion. She spoke with conviction about the importance of education. This means she expressed her strong belief in the value of education. His conviction that the project would succeed inspired the team. This means his strong belief that the project would succeed motivated everyone. The court reached a conviction after the trial. This means the court decided the defendant was guilty after the legal process. The next word is cookie. Cookie means a small, sweet baked treat, often with chocolate, nuts, or fruit. She baked chocolate chip cookies for the party. This means she made small, sweet treats with chocolate for the event. He ate a cookie with his coffee. This means he enjoyed a small sweet treat while drinking coffee. The bakery sells fresh cookies every day. This means the store offers freshly baked cookies as part of their products. The next word is coral. Coral means a marine organism that forms reefs and is often used in jewelry. The divers explored the coral reef off the coast. This means the divers visited the underwater area full of coral organisms. She wore a beautiful coral necklace at the party. This means she wore jewelry made from the red or pink skeleton of coral. Coral reefs are home to many species of fish. This means the underwater coral structures provide shelter for various types of fish. The next word is core. Core means the central or most important part of something. The core of the problem is poor communication. This means the main issue is the lack of clear communication. The core values of the company include honesty and respect. This means the most important beliefs or principles of the company are honesty and respect. The core of the apple is where the seeds are located. This means the central part of the apple contains the seeds. The next word is corpse. Corpse means a dead body, especially of a human. The police discovered a corpse in the abandoned house. This means the police found a dead body in the empty house. The corpse was identified as a missing person. This means the dead body was recognized as someone who had been reported missing. They carried the corpse to the morgue for examination. This means they moved the dead body to the place where bodies are examined. The next word is counseling. Counseling means professional advice or guidance to help people with personal or emotional issues. She received counseling to cope with stress at work. This means she got help from a professional to manage her work stress. Counseling can help people deal with relationship problems. This means talking to a professional can assist in managing difficulties in relationships. He went for counseling after the loss of his loved one. This means he sought professional help to deal with the grief from losing someone important. The next word is counselor. Counselor means a person who provides professional advice and guidance, often in a psychological or emotional context. She is a school counselor who helps students with personal problems. This means she works in a school offering advice and support to students facing issues. The counselor listened carefully to the patient's concerns. This means the professional gave attention and support to the patient's worries. He became a counselor to help others through difficult situations. This means he chose this profession to offer advice and assistance to people in need. The next word is coup. Coup means a sudden and often illegal seizure of power from a government or leader. The military staged a coup and took control of the country. This means the army overthrew the government and took power. The coup led to major political changes in the region. This means the sudden change of power resulted in significant changes in politics. The government was ousted in a violent coup. This means the leaders were removed from power through force and violence. The next word is crackdown. Crackdown means a strong or forceful action to stop something illegal or undesirable. The government launched a crackdown on corruption. This means the government took strong action to reduce corruption. There was a crackdown on illegal street vendors in the city. This means the authorities took action to remove vendors who were selling without permission. The police initiated a crackdown on drug trafficking in the area. This means the police took strict measures to stop the illegal drug trade in the region. The next word is craving. Craving means a strong desire or urge for something, often related to food or a particular experience. She had a craving for chocolate and ate a whole bar. This means she strongly wanted chocolate and ate a lot of it. He felt a craving for adventure and decided to travel the world. This means he had a strong desire to experience new things and chose to travel. I get a craving for pizza every Friday. This means I often really want pizza on Fridays. The next word is craziness. Craziness means behavior or actions that are wild, unreasonable, or crazy. The craziness of the party made everyone laugh. This means the wild and fun atmosphere of the party entertained everyone. She couldn't handle the craziness of the situation. This means she found the situation too chaotic or difficult to manage. The craziness of the idea shocked everyone in the meeting. This means the wild or strange idea surprised everyone. The next word is credibility. Credibility means that the quality of being trusted or believed in. His credibility as a reporter is unquestionable. This means people trust him because he is honest and reliable. The company's credibility was damaged after the scandal. This means the company's reputation and trustworthiness were harmed because of the scandal. She gained credibility by consistently delivering good results. This means she earned people's trust by always performing well. The next word is creep. Creep means to move slowly and quietly, or to make someone feel uneasy. The cat crept up the stairs without making a sound. This means the cat moved quietly up the stairs. A feeling of dread began to creep over me as the night went on. This means I started to feel uneasy or worried slowly. The weeds began to creep into the garden, covering everything. This means the weeds slowly spread across the garden. The next word is crush. Crush means to press something with great force, often causing it to break or change shape. He accidentally crushed the can when he stepped on it. This means he broke the can by stepping on it with force. She had a crush on her classmate for months. This means she had a strong romantic interest in her classmate. The car was crushed in the accident. This means the car was badly damaged or flattened in the crash. The next word is crystal. Crystal means a clear, solid substance with a regular shape, often found in minerals or glass. The crystal vase sparkled in the sunlight. This means the clear glass vase reflected the light beautifully. She wore a necklace with a crystal pendant. This means she wore jewelry with a small, clear gemstone. The room was decorated with crystal chandeliers. This means the room had large, decorative lights made of clear glass. The next word is custody. Custody means the legal right or responsibility for taking care of someone, especially children. The mother was granted custody of her children after the divorce. This means the mother was given the legal responsibility to care for her children. He lost custody of his son due to his criminal record. This means he no longer had the legal right to care for his son because of his criminal past. The child's safety is the priority in custody cases. This means the most important concern in custody decisions is ensuring the child's well-being. The next word is cutlery. Cutlery means the tools used for eating, such as knives, forks, and spoons. The restaurant set the table with silver cutlery. This means the restaurant arranged the table with high-quality eating tools made of silver. She washed the cutlery after dinner. This means she cleaned the knives, forks, and spoons after the meal. They need to buy new cutlery for their kitchen. This means they have to purchase new eating utensils for their home. The next word is deception. Deception means the act of misleading or lying to someone. He used deception to win the game by hiding his cards. This means he tricked others by concealing his cards. The politician's deception was uncovered by the media. This means the politician's lies or tricks were revealed by the press. She realized his words were just a deception to get what he wanted. This means she understood that his words were false, designed to deceive her. The next word is delegation. Delegation means the act of assigning tasks or responsibilities to others. The manager's delegation of tasks helped the team finish early. This means the manager gave responsibilities to others, which helped the team complete the work quickly. She took a course on effective delegation to improve her leadership skills. This means she learned how to assign tasks better to improve her ability to lead. Delegation is key in large projects to avoid overburdening one person. This means giving tasks to different people is essential in big projects, so no one person is overwhelmed. The next word is denial. Denial means the refusal to accept or believe something is true. His denial of the accident shocked everyone. This means he refused to admit that the accident happened, surprising others. She was in denial about the seriousness of her illness. This means she refused to accept how serious her illness was. The company's denial of the environmental damage raised concerns. This means the company refused to acknowledge the harm it caused to the environment, which caused worry. The next word is dependence. Dependence means the state of needing someone or something for support or help. Her dependence on coffee in the morning is strong. This means she needs coffee every morning to feel awake. There is a growing dependence on technology in modern society. This means people are becoming increasingly reliant on technology. The child's dependence on her parents for care was obvious. This means it was clear that the child needed her parents for care and support. The next word is deprivation. Deprivation means the lack or absence of something necessary or important. The region is suffering from water deprivation due to the drought. This means the area is experiencing a shortage of water because of the lack of rain. The deprivation of basic rights led to protests in the country. This means the lack of essential rights caused people to demonstrate. He felt a sense of deprivation after losing his job. This means he felt a loss of something important, like security, after being unemployed. The next word is descendant. Descendant means a person, animal, or plant that is descended from a particular ancestor. She is a descendant of a famous inventor. This means she is a person who comes from the family of the famous inventor. The family's descendants gather every year for a reunion. This means the family members who were born after the original ancestors meet annually. His descendants will inherit the family business one day. This means the people born after him will receive the family business in the future. The next word is desperation. Desperation means a feeling of hopelessness or extreme need, often leading to rash actions. In his desperation to find food, he searched through the trash. This means he was so desperate for food that he looked through the garbage. She felt a sense of desperation when she couldn't find her missing child. This means she felt hopeless and frantic because she couldn't locate her child. His desperation to succeed drove him to work tirelessly. This means his extreme need to succeed motivated him to work without rest. The next word is deterrent. Deterrent means something that discourages or prevents an action or behavior. The large fines acted as a deterrent to speeding. This means the threat of high fines stopped people from speeding. The presence of security cameras serves as a deterrent to thieves. This means the security cameras prevent thieves from committing crimes. The strict rules are intended to be a deterrent against cheating. This means the strict rules are meant to discourage people from cheating. The next word is devastation. Devastation means great destruction or damage. The earthquake caused widespread devastation in the city. This means the earthquake destroyed a large part of the city. The devastation from the hurricane was seen for miles. This means the damage caused by the hurricane was visible over a long distance. He felt a sense of devastation after losing his job. This means he felt a deep emotional loss and sadness after being unemployed. The next word is diagnosis. Diagnosis means the identification of an illness or problem through examination. The doctor gave her a diagnosis of pneumonia. This means the doctor determined that she had pneumonia after examining her. His diagnosis of the engine problem helped fix the car. This means he identified what was wrong with the engine, allowing it to be repaired. Early diagnosis of the disease is crucial for effective treatment. This means identifying the disease early is very important for treating it properly. The next word is dialect. Dialect means a form of a language spoken in a specific region or by a particular group. She speaks with a strong Southern dialect. This means she uses a version of the language that is common in the Southern region. The local dialect is difficult for outsiders to understand. This means the regional form of the language is hard for people from other areas to understand. In some countries, people speak different dialects of the same language. This means there are several regional versions of the same language spoken in some countries. The next word is diarrhea. Diarrhea means frequent, watery bowel movements often caused by illness. He couldn't go to work because he had diarrhea. This means he stayed home from work due to frequent watery stools. Diarrhea can be a symptom of food poisoning. This means diarrhea might happen when someone gets sick from bad food. The doctor gave him medication to treat his diarrhea. This means the doctor prescribed medicine to help with his frequent watery stools. The next word is dignity. Dignity means the state of being worthy of honor or respect. She handled the situation with grace and dignity. This means she dealt with the situation in a calm and respectable way. He lost his dignity after being publicly humiliated. This means he lost his sense of self-respect after being embarrassed in front of others. The king was treated with great dignity by his people. This means the king was respected and honored by his citizens. The next word is diplomacy. Diplomacy means the practice of managing relations between countries or groups. He is known for his skills in diplomacy and negotiation. This means he is good at managing relationships and resolving conflicts. Diplomacy played a key role in ending the war. This means managing international relations and negotiations helped bring an end to the war. The ambassador used diplomacy to resolve the trade dispute. This means the ambassador used negotiation and careful communication to solve the trade problem. The next word is discretion. Discretion means the ability to make decisions based on one's own judgment, often in a careful or sensitive way. He handled the sensitive information with great discretion. This means he kept the information private and used good judgment when dealing with it. The manager has the discretion to approve or reject the request. This means the manager has the authority to decide whether to accept or decline the request. You should use discretion when choosing what to share online. This means you should be careful and thoughtful about what personal information you share. The next word is disgust. Disgust means a strong feeling of dislike or disapproval, often due to something offensive. She felt disgust at the sight of the spoiled food. This means she felt strong dislike and revulsion because of the bad food. His behavior was met with disgust by the audience. This means the audience strongly disapproved of his actions. The smell of garbage caused a wave of disgust in the room. This means the bad smell made people feel very uncomfortable and repulsed. The next word is dismay. Dismay means a sudden and complete loss of courage or resolution due to an unexpected event. She stared in dismay when she saw the damage to her car. This means she was shocked and upset by the sight of her car being damaged. There was a look of dismay on his face when he heard the news. This means he was surprised and troubled by the news. The team showed dismay after losing the match. This means the team was disappointed and upset after the loss. The next word is disposition. Disposition means a person's usual mood or temperament. He has a cheerful disposition, always making others laugh. This means he is usually happy and tends to make people smile. Her calm disposition helped her handle stressful situations. This means her peaceful and steady nature allowed her to manage stress well. The dog has a gentle disposition and loves to be around people. This means the dog is naturally friendly and enjoys being with others. The next word is dispute. Dispute means a disagreement or argument between two or more people or groups. They had a dispute over the ownership of the property. This means they disagreed about who owned the property. The dispute between the two countries lasted for years. This means the disagreement between the countries went on for a long time. The workers are in dispute with the management over wages. This means the workers and management are arguing about pay.